Hey guys, welcome back to Vegan Growth. I know that you haven't seen me in a while. It's been quite a while since I've made a video. I'm going to really quickly kind of go over that and kind of go over what I've been doing. So basically, I know that I promised you guys the 30-day fitness workout video, kind of like a recap as well as my camping trip recap. And I was trying to do it all at once in one video, and I just never ended up finishing it. Uh, I was struggling with right after I finished the 30 days fitness. Um, I had something done on my foot at the doctor's, and I basically couldn't walk very well on it for several weeks. So, uh, there was really no way I could do exercise for a while. And even on my camping trip, I had to just kind of be careful about walking. And so, yeah, that was those few weeks, but I did do one video, I can't remember, on the camping, and I did post some Instagram pictures about that, if you want to go and look at those. So that was a lot of fun. But since the fall started, um, I haven't made any videos. I've been more offline. I haven't watched, there was a time when I wasn't even really watching any videos online. And I know that two of the people that I follow have started making daily vlogs. And so it's really hard to keep up with those vlogs. I love them, I love watching them, but it's been hard to keep up with them. And so I'll watch maybe once a week or twice a week a bunch of the videos because they make them every single day. Um, but there was a time when I decided I didn't want to watch anything. I didn't really do much of anything. And this is where I'm getting into, since probably sometime in the fall, not sure if it was September or whenever, but I've been struggling with depression for a while, um, about a month or two it's been, and um, I've tried my best to do things like eat well and, you know, really think about the blessings that I have and what I have in my life and think about how happy I should be compared to, why am I unhappy about like what I don't have, or just being miserable just having depression. Like, it's hard to explain. I know I see that there's a pattern that's going on, that in the fall I am not as happy as I usually am, and it could be change of season. I really don't like the winter, and I feel like I'm not as happy when fall comes around and it starts to get cold out. Um, and it brought me into a deeper and deeper set of depression. Um, and then me and my husband had we weren't fighting exactly, but we weren't exactly we were kind of a little bit at odds at each other with certain things because I had been working a lot and not able to do as much at home when it came to cleanup. And he's a very tidy person, and being able to take care of things, because since I have epilepsy and I work a lot and I take medicine, I get tired pretty easily, and so I would come home and take a nap or rest and relax rather than, get up and go clean part of the apartment. And so we were a little bit at odds about that. And there was um, a little while where it was worse than it had ever been, and so that was not a happy time for me either. But just the depression itself, even being happy with my husband and having um, a great relationship with him, it's it doesn't feel. It's hard to explain. Having depression is so hard to say, to tell someone, well, just think about what you have, think about what you have to be thankful for, and it's really hard to just do that and get out of just not to be depressed anymore. Like it it's easier said than done, and people that have not struggled with depression, um, they don't know what it's like. And I also struggled with a lot of anxiety. Um, while I was depressed, I was struggling with anxiety, not as much as the depression, but every once in a while I would just be anxious for no reason, really. Um, so, and today, today is kind of like I just want to like cry and scream my head off because a position at work opened up, and I found out about it today, this morning while I was working. I ended up working a double. I work nights, so right now it's actually midnight. But I worked last night, and then I was helping out. I took over a shift in the morning, so I actually worked a double. And I found out that our HR person, she also works at the front desk. Um, Obviously, here I work at a supportive living facility. Um, you've seen me in this stupid outfit like a bunch of times. I know it's probably super boring, but anyway, this HR lady, she got her old job back, which is at another place. I'm not really sure where, but it's 5 minutes from her home. And this, where she works here, it's about 25-30 minutes, I believe. Um, and the person that's taking over her job is the activities director, and they're actually best friends. So her best friend is not exactly happy that she's leaving, but she has to deal with it, and she's taking over her job. So she was actually started training her on what she would need to know, and she was doing that today. So I asked the nursing director when she actually came back here. This is our nursing office. I'm not going to show you anything because, yeah, privacy policies and such. um, so she came back and told, the CNAs and our LPNs that she was leaving, and she's been here with us for a long time, and so it was a little hard um, hearing that because she is such a sweet lady, and that her best friend, the activities director, is going to take over her position. So they're going to have to find someone to fill the director position for activities. And I asked her like one or two questions, maybe. Uh, is activities like salary or whatnot, and I think I may have asked her one other question about the position, but I decided to kind of keep silent on it, and I went to the director of the building and asked him if it would be worth it to try and apply for the position and give him my resume. He told me that today is Monday, actually now it's Tuesday, sorry, but basically everything happened on Monday, so um, he had contacted some of his colleagues and told them that this position was available, but he hadn't heard anything back from them. So he told me go ahead and work on your resume, and I can hand it in to him sometime this week because HR our HR lady is going to be leaving in 2 weeks. So they need to find someone, hopefully by then, to fill that position. And so, I came home really, I had such anxiety, but I was also really happy about, the possibility. I know that he had contacted people, and just because they haven't replied yet doesn't mean that they won't reply. But, I thought there could be hope and a possibility of me getting the position. It is, it's activities director, which is not terribly hard. You don't need much more than a GED. And it's also helpful the fact that I have worked here for so long, and I've worked with all the residents. They know me, and I know what it's like I've also helped out with activities a couple times. So, um, there are a lot of things that I haven't done with activities that she does, paperwork and things like that. She also drives a little bus, and they take residents to like Walmart or the movies every once in a while, and they use that, and so I would need to know how to do that. But anyway, I'm going to fast forward. I came into work tonight, so I've been working a lot the past 24 hours. So I came into work tonight and found out that one of the LPNs, when the nursing director was talking to us about it, one of the LPNs texted one of our med CNAs, who she's been here for definitely longer than I have. I'm not sure exactly how long. She's also older. I would say she's in her 40s. I can't really tell. It's funny because she has the same name as me. We're both Cheryls, so she's Big Cheryl and I'm Little Cheryl. She's taller than I am. She's a very, very sweet person. She is in charge, well, she's in charge of, or she took over the role, I guess, of putting the CNA schedule of everyone who is a CNA. She makes the schedule for the whole month, and she puts that together, which is a lot of work. And, I found out that she was interested because our LPN texted her about it, and she doesn't really, she's old enough where she doesn't want to be stuck in the med CNA position anymore. And she would be a good fit, to be honest with you. She's, I'm sure, crafty, and she is very sweet and knows what she's doing, and she's worked here for a long time. So when I heard about that, I kind of just, I, I wanted to die. Like, oh my God. Just insane. And the feelings that I have now, I talked to my husband about it once I found out, and he basically was telling me, that I have to be confident in myself, and I told him, yes, I definitely agree with him, but I know, she's older than me, she's got a lot of experience just with being a CNA and working with residents, as well as just because she's older than me, she has more world experience. So, I don't, my husband said, we were talking, and, he was trying to, I guess, encourage me. But it's really hard knowing that this other CNA is very interested, and I know now the other CNAs heard that, she's interested. I didn't tell anyone that I was interested. I didn't really want anybody to know, but um, everyone, it seems to be rooting for her. They would be excited for her to take the position. She's a very sweet person, and so I'm I'm probably still gonna, because of my husband's pushing and everything, I'm still gonna apply. Um, and I know that I have a lot of great qualifications as well. Um, but like when people look at me, they see me as being 18 or 19 years old, and they people may not see me and take me seriously, although I have done this job for a long time and I know how to deal with residents, and I know, I sit down with them and talk, and um, we mingle. The med CNAs don't really mingle as much with the residents than the regular CNAs. So that's kind of one of the only things, other than her being older and wiser, which actually, I mean, it's true, but um, those two things, she has over me, being older and wiser, and uh, being here longer, um, are things that she has, that she can use against me. And she does talk to the residents. She just doesn't mingle with them as much as we do. So, and the fact that I work overnight, and so people don't see me. I used to work during the day, and I worked during the day for about like 8 months, and then I switched to the night shift because my daughter started school and a position opened because someone left. And so I have worked every once in a while during the day, but for the most part I work night shift, and so people don't see me. And it's a little bit discouraging. That's the word I'm looking for. It's discouraging because I can do my best at putting a resume together and having an interview with my boss, but um, I know what she has to offer, and I know that she would also be great for the job. Um, and so it's just, um, that just was really upsetting. So, um, that's really why I haven't been on YouTube. I have been going through depression, and it's not the easiest to get out of. Um, Depression is not as simple as it seems, and I don't want to take medication. I started using maca powder for energy, and sometimes it seems to work and sometimes it doesn't. And um, just trying to do my best with what I can without like taking medicine, because I have struggled with depression since I was young, and I have been on meds before, and they have worked, but I don't want to be on depression medicine if I don't have to. Like, there's no reason for me to be. There was one night when I hit a really big low, and um, I don't really want to talk about that night, but it was a very hard night to get through. Um, and I'm still getting through it, and I will talk to you guys later about it. I just, please, support me, and just, um, if any of you guys have struggled with depression, I'm sure you know what it's like. and what it feels like, and it's not just something that you can get out of. Um, so yeah, that's pretty much it, and that's why I haven't been on YouTube and making videos. I also haven't been lately on Instagram. Um, I would love, I want to do Instagram, but I just don't have the will and the happiness to just take a picture and put it online. Like, it's so easy, I know, but when you are dealing with depression, it's like you don't want to be a part of anything. Like, you want to just crawl in bed and like run away from the world, kind of. Um, so that is what's going on right now. I there's a lot of things for me to be happy about, and I am happy about. I may not look happy, but I am happy about a lot of things. We did get some good news about my husband's job today as well, so hopefully there's some new prospects for him coming in January. So I'm excited for him, but I don't want to. I've been looking, or I've been in the thought process, I should say, about thinking about getting a more a job that is going to be more career focused, uh, because being a CNA isn't really a career focused job. Um, and everyone thinks once you become a CNA, you're going to go for your nursing degree. And um, I thought about it, and I thought long and hard, and I'm like, yeah, I'm going to be a nurse or an LPN or something. But, I thought a lot about it, and it's like, no, that's not something I would be happy with. It's not something that I would love and want to do for the rest of my life. So, um, I'm not doing that. I would rather do something like administrative assistant or, um, I could look at other places for activities director. I don't know. But the the problem is that, um, you know, I I just I look young for the age that I am. I'm 29. I'm not 18 or 19. And I try to act mature for my age compared to some people. I try and act as mature as I can, and responsible as well. But, as you age, you become more and more mature and responsible, and uh, yeah, that's what I'm scared when about this whole job application and stuff. Um, and yeah, and I don't have as much experience with. I've been an administrative assistant, but um, I don't have, like, if I wanted to a get a job where it would be a really good administrative assistant job, there are things that I don't know that I would need to know, for that job. And I was just lucky. Like, I was a student worker, and that's what I did, and I worked at a desk. And when I was younger, I worked for my dad. I don't think I was on payroll because I was under 16, I think, or is it 15? Can't remember. And I worked at the front desk and answered phone calls and typed up depositions and did some other random things. And that was really my first job. Um, and that was an administrative assistant job, but I didn't really have to have a lot of skill for either of those jobs. And I know that if I want a real administrative assistant job, I would have to know things like I know computers pretty well, but there are some programs that I don't know that I should know, like Microsoft Excel, and I don't know really anything about Excel. My husband does. He is like a whiz. He's amazing. He's definitely an expert when it comes to Excel, and I would love to learn what he has, and he has tried teaching me um, some things that he knows. It's very complicated. Excel seems just to like go over my head in some way, but um, I would love to learn from him if I want to get a more career focused job. So um, this video is so long, and I'm really sorry, guys. um, please comment if you want to, and subscribe to my channel. And if there's any advice that you could give me about depression and anxiety without the use of medicine and things like that, like I said, I've tried thinking about how amazing my life is, how what I have in my life, but that doesn't bring me out of the depression. It doesn't. Like I can't describe it, but it just doesn't. So, um, yeah, let me know. I hope to see you guys sometime soon, and I hope you guys have a great week, and I hope you guys got through this video. It was so long. I'm so sorry. I'll see you guys next time. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay fit, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.